Lando Norris has spoken out about the regulation tweaks in Miami, calling them a step forward in terms of the overall driving experience, but he insists there is still plenty of room for improvement. We dive into exactly what Lando Norris thinks about the changes, including the reduction in the recharge limit and the cap on boost mode power, and why he feels this direction is positive for the sport.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the mixed reactions surrounding the recent Miami qualifying session. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have admitted that the session was messy, and we explore the details of what went wrong with the McLaren car and how the team is processing the results after a tough outing. In our next segment, we hear directly from Lando Norris as he defends the team's performance despite finishing in fourth place in qualifying. He shares his perspective on the conditions, the wind, and how the performance compared to the competition in that tricky Grand Prix session. Finally, we wrap up with Lando Norris's candid assessment of the Miami qualifying, detailing the specific McLaren issue with battery deployment that he felt cost him crucial time. Don't miss this breakdown, and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive Formula One news. Lando Norris has offered a nuanced perspective on the recent regulation adjustments in Formula One, acknowledging them as a step forward in the driving experience, while stressing that further improvements are necessary. Norris, a vocal critic of the 2026 regulations previously, felt that changes implemented in Miami have made the car feel a little bit more normal to drive. These adjustments, agreed upon in April based on safety and analysis from early season rounds, included a reduction in the overall recharge limit, increased super clip capacity, and a cap on boost mode power. Following a P1 finish in the Miami Grand Prix sprint, Norris stated that while drivers should anticipate future tweaks, they might need to wait until later in the season or into subsequent years. He noted that while some aspects remain as expected, the changes have positively influenced qualifying sessions, stating that drivers were less likely to be penalized for pushing too hard on certain laps. "There are still certain points where the quicker you go, the more penalized you get," Norris commented, emphasizing the desire for a system where drivers can maximize performance without facing immediate penalties. He concluded that the current direction is correct, marking the changes as a step forward, though the full realization of desired improvements will take time. Charles Leclerc echoed this sentiment, stressing the importance of realism regarding future rule changes, especially given the simultaneous changes to both chassis and power unit regulations this season. Leclerc agreed that the FIA's approach was correct in minimizing existing issues, but expressed uncertainty about eliminating all problems entirely, stating, "Whether we'll arrive into a situation where there won't be any of those problems anymore, I'm not sure." McLaren has acknowledged a significant setback following a chaotic qualifying session in Miami, with both drivers, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, admitting that the team needs to refocus and return to their core objectives. The qualifying session proved to be messy, leaving the team grappling with performance issues that require immediate attention. Sources indicate that the team leadership is taking the feedback seriously, signaling a commitment to stabilizing their performance moving forward. This admission marks a turning point, as McLaren works to address the challenges encountered during the recent event and aims to regain momentum in the upcoming races. McLaren's recent performance in Miami has sparked mixed reactions, with some observers offering nuanced assessments of the team's efforts. Defiant Norris, a voice within the team, has expressed a positive outlook, suggesting that McLaren did a good job despite securing only a fourth-place finish in the recent Grand Prix. This comment, shared on GP blog, indicates a degree of internal optimism regarding the team's execution and strategy following the challenging result. Lando Norris expressed frustration following a challenging qualifying session at the Miami Grand Prix, attributing his fourth-place finish to unforeseen technical issues with the McLaren car's battery deployment. Despite securing a dominant sprint pole and victory, Norris entered Grand Prix qualifying as the favorite for pole position. However, a difficult session for both the driver and the team resulted in him qualifying in fourth place, behind Kimi Antonelli, Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc, with teammate Oscar Piastri finishing seventh. Speaking to the media, Norris detailed the specific problems encountered during the session. He stated that they experienced more issues with deployment, noting, "I started my final lap with just less deployment. For some reason, it just didn't go to the full pack, so I was screwed from the off." Norris suggested that external factors played a significant role in the performance discrepancy. He pointed to hotter temperatures, different wind conditions, and increased track rubbering in from other categories and competitors like Porsche, which affected his performance on Saturday compared to Friday. However, he maintained a positive outlook regarding the team's effort, concluding that the issues were environmental and that the other teams performed as expected in qualifying. "It was certainly a bit trickier with the car, with the wind and the temperatures, and I struggled a bit more, but not because we changed anything. It's just that the conditions were a little bit different and the others did the job they were supposed to, and we are where we deserve to be honest." The report also highlights upcoming discussions on the Miami Grand Prix, featuring a podcast with Ian Parks, Sam Coop, and Nick Golding, who will analyze the return of Formula One and the new rule changes being introduced by the FIA.